Hey guys, I'm here to give my review on this year's Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Now, uh, okay, let's get into it before I say something really stupid. So the first match we had was the kickoff show, which was El Torito with Diego and Fernando, with against Hornswoggle, who was a member of 3MB. Now this was a real C match. Actually, I didn't even know what that meant until I got a reply from one of the guys. I had asked what it was, and then someone replied it's a TLC match. Yeah. So I actually had a lot of expectations with this match, believe me, and it kind of like sometimes I thought that it was exceeding my expectation. At some point, I felt that it wasn't that much up to the expectations, and it was entertaining nonetheless. I mean, it was placed in the pre-show, and it was at least better than the Alexander versus R-Truth and Xavier Woods match. So that that was too extreme, I guess, for the pre-show, and that would sound really weird, but it is. So next match was our main show, which had started off with Cesaro versus Jack Swagger versus Rob Van Dam in a triple threat elimination match. Now, I have no idea why Rob Van Dam is even in this match. I mean, like they they had they made Rob Van Dam return just the night after WrestleMania, and immediately they didn't have anything to do with him. So I guess they just simply placed him in the Cesaro Jack Swagger feud somehow, and well, it was a decent match actually, and with Jack Swagger getting eliminated first, then Cesaro pulling up the victory against Rob Van Dam. But what I did like about this match was uh, how Cesaro is getting used here, because even though he did beat both Rob Van Dam and Jack Swagger, he didn't seem that strong. I mean, everyone had almost forgotten that he had won the inaugural Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania. And I thought that he was gonna do something really big. For example, he was gonna capture the Intercontinental Championship here at Extreme Rules, but he found himself against not such a big match, against Rob Van Dam and Jack Swagger, which barely made any sense. So it wasn't a bad match, as I said before. That superplex to Jack Swagger was just incredible, and yeah, that's it. So let's move on to the next match. It was Alexander Rusev versus R-Truth and Xavier Woods. Now this match ended really quick. It was just about 3 minutes long, and well, nothing to say here. Let's go to the next match. So the next match was for the Intercontinental Championship, which was between Big E and Bad News Barrett. Now, I was really happy for Bad News Barrett now, so because like he was one of my favorite. He has been my favorites since he has got his new gimmick, and it's also Big E. I like him too, but for some reason he has lost momentum. Like people are looking forward to Bad News Barrett, and the new guys who are in NXT and all the guys, they have almost forgotten that Biggie Langston should be pushed or something like that. So this was a decent match again, and Bad News Barrett won. I am really happy about that. So yeah, let's get to the next match. Now we had started off with all our main event matches. The first main event match was the Shield versus the Evolution. Now I thought that this should have been placed at the end, or at least it should have been the second last match of the night, but it wasn't. It was the fourth last match of the evening. So it was Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns versus Triple H, Randy Orton, and Batista. On paper, this match looks amazing. I mean, seriously, we have the face of the reality era versus the face. I mean, I shouldn't say face, but they were the best team of the reality era versus the best team of the ruthless aggression era. We had Triple H, Randy Orton, Batista, and on the other hand, we had the future of the company, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. Now, as expected, every Shield match has been great, and so was this match. There was no difference. It was an incredible performance by all of these guys, and that jump from from Seth Rollins on Randy Orton and Triple H was just amazing. Then a spear by Roman Reigns to Batista, and then a victory for the Shield. But as we have already seen in the weeks that follow, that Evolution has been continuing. The rivalry, we might see the same rematch this time at WWE Payback, which will be held at Chicago, Illinois. So yeah, it was a great match. It was actually the night of it was the match of the night. So let's move on to the next match. Now this next match was Bray Wyatt versus John Cena in a steel cage match. Now, well, what I did like about this match was merely that Bray Wyatt won the match. That's the only thing I liked about this match. I mean, the worst thing about this match was how weak Bray Wyatt was made to look. I mean, Super Cena had taken care of everyone. He had taken care of Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and Bray Wyatt. And again, he had an excuse to lose when that little Johnny, or whatever you want to call him, had interfered, and he had started speaking in a really weird voice, manly voice, and then like John Cena goes inside the ring, gets Sister Abigail, and then Bray Wyatt just comes out. That's it. And where is that Bray Wyatt, which we saw defeat Daniel Bryan, which we saw decimate him at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view after giving him two decimating Sister Abigail's, one on the barricade and one in the ring to win the match. I mean, like, seriously, I don't get it. Let's just go on to the main event, which was for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It was Daniel Bryan versus Kane. Now, what was like last year we had Daniel Bryan and Kane lose their WWE Tag Team Championships to the Shield. And just fast forward 1 year later at 2014 Extreme Rules, they were facing each other for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in an Extreme Rules match. I didn't have that much of an expectations from this match, but it did exceed my expectations. It wasn't an A+ match. It wasn't as good as the Shield vs. Evolution, but it was surely a great match. Now, I thought that Kane would be made to look really, really, really strong, but it didn't seem so. It just seemed like I mean, like Kane has changed his mind. He has removed it and put it back, removed it, put it back, and he has done it so many times that it seemed his must seem so pointless, you know. So Kane didn't look that much strong, but it wasn't a good match still. So like it looks like Kane and Dan Bryan are gonna face again at Payback, and it's gonna be a good match, I guess. So thanks for watching, and comment down which was your favorite match, and subscribe so that I can continue this series of reviews and opinions. And if you haven't checked my previous video yet, check it out. Okay, bye.